Welcome to Gridizen. Let us walk you through the seamless process of adding a multiple occupancy property, inviting a tenant, and witnessing them effortlessly sign up. In the People section, click on New Prospect. Search the property where you need to add the prospect. Fill in the tenancy terms such as rent amount, frequency, deposit amount, tenancy start date, and the duration of contract. You can choose to enable negotiation, which will allow the prospect to negotiate terms with you through their app. Provide the prospect details such as name, email, and contact number. Click Add Prospect to finish and send the sign-up invitation to the prospect. In People section, move to the Prospect tab and select the added prospect to view the steps required to complete the onboarding process. Now, let's switch gears to the tenant's side. They download our app from the Play Store or the App Store. The tenant will receive a temporary password via email. Using their email as the username and the temporary password provided, the tenant logs in. After the initial login, the tenant specifies their date of birth and, if they wish, adds a photo to personalize their profile. Now, the tenant sets a new password for added security. They confirm the property address to ensure everything aligns perfectly. A verification code is sent to their email for an additional layer of security. The tenant enters the verification code, ensuring a secure and verified account. You will be directed to the onboarding page once sign-up is complete. On the onboarding page, click on Negotiations to view the terms offered by the landlord or agent. Click on Edit next to any item you wish to counter, such as monthly rent or deposit, and provide the new offer. Add a message if you want and press Accept to send the counter offer to the landlord. Once counter offer is submitted, you have to wait for the landlord to review the offer, then either accept it or send another counter offer. On the People Prospect tab, select the prospect and move to Negotiations step to view the counter offer from prospect. Click on tick mark next to the term you are accepting, or click on X if you wish to send another counter. Once all items are marked, press on Send Counter to send the offer. If all terms are accepted, the negotiation step will be completed. If not, the cycle will continue until both prospect and landlord accept the final terms. Once you have received the required checks from the prospect, move to the deposit step and click on Create Checks. On the pop-up, provide the number of checks you have received. The amount will be automatically calculated based on the contract value and number of checks. You can modify amount in the next step if required. Select the check received date. Select the appropriate radio button to specify if deposit amount is included as first check, or will there be a separate check. If all checks are from the same bank, you can search and select the bank, then press Submit. Now you will see some pre-populated information. Fill in the check numbers and posting date for each check. You can also modify the amount, check received date, or bank for each check if you want. If you are editing the amount, make sure the total amount equals the contract value, otherwise you will get an error. Click Submit Checks to save the information and complete the deposit step. On the contract step, click on View and e-sign contract. You will see all the information relevant to the contract. You can modify certain items by clicking on the pen icon, such as the Additional Terms section. Once all items are finalized, click on Generate Contract to create the e-contract. Now click on Sign Contract to view and sign the contract. Once contract is signed, wait for the prospect to sign it as well on the app. On the app, click on Contracts to view and sign the contract. Once contract is signed from both prospect and landlord, the step will complete. Click on the Ajari step. Enter the Ajari number. Enter the Diva number. Attach the Ajari certificate in PDF for future record. Press Submit to complete the Ajari step. On the Ready to Move In step, click on Start Tenancy to convert the prospect into tenant. Now you will be able to see the tenant in People, Tenant section. Embrace the future of property management, easy, efficient, and tailored to your needs. Thank you for choosing our platform, where managing properties becomes a breeze. Happy renting!